Hello and welcome back to another episode of Courts This Week, your go-to source for the latest legal updates presented by LiveLaw. I'm your host, Ostika Das, and I'm here to take you through the most significant updates from the week. From the corridors of the Supreme Court to local judicial proceedings, I'll be providing you with clear and concise summaries that keep you informed and ahead of the curve. But remember, for a more in-depth understanding, do visit our website at www.livelaw.in. In today's episode, we cover the RG Court rape murder case, the attack on actor and movie star Saif Ali Khan, the controversy over MF Husain's painting, the Rahul Gandhi defamation case, the Supreme Court split verdict on Tahir Hussein's plea seeking interim bail for the upcoming Delhi elections, and much more. So let's dive into the headlines. This week, a two-judge bench of the Supreme Court delivered a split verdict on Delhi riots accused Tahir Hussein's plea for interim bail to campaign in the upcoming Delhi Assembly elections. Husain had challenged the Delhi High Court's decision which denied interim bail but granted custody parole to file his nomination for the Mustafabad constituency. Justice Pankaj Mithal dismissed the plea, stating that the right to contest elections is not a fundamental right and cautioning against setting a precedent for under-trial prisoners to seek bail on similar grounds. He expressed concerns that canvassing during interim bail could lead to interactions with witnesses in the locality. Conversely, Justice Ahsanuddin Amanullah acknowledged the seriousness of the allegations but emphasized that they remain unproven. Highlighting Husain's 5 years in custody and bail in other cases, he found interim bail till February 4th appropriate. Due to the divergence, the matter has now been referred to a three-judge bench comprising Justices Vikram Nath, Sanjay Karol and Sandeep Mehta to resolve the deadlock, which is set to hear the matter on Tuesday, that is 28th January. The Supreme Court this week stayed proceedings in a criminal defamation case filed against Congress MP Rahul Gandhi. The case stems from remarks allegedly made by Gandhi where he called BJP members liars and drunk with power and referred to Union Home Minister Amit Shah as a murder accused. The case was initiated by BJP worker Naveen Jha. Gandhi approached the Supreme Court after the Jharkhand High Court rejected his plea to quash the case. Representing Gandhi, senior advocate Dr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi argued that defamation complaints can only be filed by the aggrieved person, not a proxy party like Jha. The High Court, however, had held that Jha, being a BJP worker, had the standing to file the complaint. A bench of Justices Vikram Nath and Sandeep Mehta issued notice in the matter and granted an interim stay on the trial court proceedings, providing Gandhi temporary relief. This week, the Supreme Court granted interim relief to Congress MP and poet Imran Pratapgarhi in a case involving an Instagram video featuring his poem Ek Khoon Ke Pyase Baat Suno. The FIR was lodged under sections 196, 197, 299, 302 and 57 of the BNS, which covers various offences including promoting enmity between groups. The Gujarat High Court had refused to quash the FIR, citing Pratapgarhi's lack of cooperation in the investigation. Representing Pratapgarhi, senior advocate Kapil Sibal challenged the High Court's decision to dismiss the plea without issuing notice. The Supreme Court bench of Justices Abhay Ok and Ujjal Bhuiya issued notice and ordered that no further action be taken in connection with the FIR until further orders. The court's intervention has provided temporary respite to Pratapgarhi, allowing time for further judicial deliberation on the matter. This week, the Supreme Court rejected the Enforcement Directorate's plea to cancel bail granted to former Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister Chhagan Bhujbal in a money laundering case linked to the Maharashtra Southern scam. Bhujbal was accused of irregularities in awarding contracts during his tenure as the state's Public Works Department minister. Arrested in 2016, he was granted bail by the Bombay High Court in 2018 with strict conditions including surrendering his passport. The Supreme Court bench of Justices Abhay Ok and Ujjal Bhuiya emphasized that given the significant time elapsed since bail was granted, there was no ground for interference under Article 136 of the Constitution. The court also dismissed Bhujbal's challenge to his arrest in the case. Bhujbal, now an NCP MLA aligned with the Ajit Pawar-led faction, remains a member of the Maharashtra Legislative Assembly. This week, the Supreme Court directed all high courts to constitute committees to address service conditions of district judiciary officers. This move follows the All India Judges Association case decision in January 2024, which emphasized the implementation of the Second National Judges Pay Commission's recommendations. The bench of Justices B.R. Gawai, Augustine George Massey and K. Vinod Chandran observed that several high courts had failed to set up these committees or ensure their regular meetings. Amicus Curiae K. Parmeshwar highlighted delays in appointing nodal officers and addressing grievances, forcing judicial officers to approach the Supreme Court directly. The bench stressed that timely implementation of these measures would reduce such instances. Additionally, the court urged high courts to promptly complete annual confidential reports or ACRs for judicial officers as delays could hinder promotions. High courts have been given 4 weeks to comply with these directives, including appointing retired district judges as nodal officers. This week, a magistrate inquiry report submitted before the Bombay High Court concluded that 5 policemen were responsible for the death of Akshay Shinde, accused of sexually assaulting 2 children in an alleged fake encounter last year. Shinde was shot while being transported from Taloja jail to Badlapur for a case investigation. Police claimed that he snatched an officer's gun and fired 3 rounds, prompting retaliatory fire. However, Shinde's parents alleged that it was a staged encounter and approached the court. The report, read out in court by a bench of Justices Revati Mohit and Dr. Neela Gokhale, found no fingerprints of the deceased on the gun, calling the police's self-defense claim unjustified. The force used was deemed excessive and under suspicion. The bench recommended a criminal case against the police officers involved, and the state has assured compliance with the law, promising to register an FIR against the police officers. In a significant verdict this week, a sessions court in Kolkata sentenced Sanjay Roy to life imprisonment for the brutal rape and murder of a trainee doctor from RG Kar Medical College. The court relied on DNA evidence linking Roy to the crime, which occurred after the victim's night shift. Despite Roy's claims of innocence, Sessions Judge Anirban Das ruled that the case did not qualify as rarest of rare to warrant the death penalty. The court also directed the state to pay 17 lakh as compensation to the victim's family. However, the West Bengal government has approached the Calcutta High Court seeking a death sentence. This development took place after Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee expressed her discontent with the lower court's verdict and announced her intention to challenge it. The judgment also highlighted lapses in the police investigation and alleged attempts by hospital authorities to cover up the crime, sparking public outrage and demands for capital punishment on social media. A Kerala court has handed the death penalty to Grishma, convicted of murdering her boyfriend Sharon Raj by poisoning him. Grishma invited Sharon to her home under the guise of reconciliation and laced an Ayurvedic drink with poison. The court also sentenced her to 10 years in prison for kidnapping and 5 years for destroying evidence. While her mother was acquitted, her maternal uncle was convicted of evidence destruction and sentenced to 3 years in prison. The court noted the premeditated nature of the crime, motivated by Grishma's intent to end the relationship. A Delhi court has ordered the seizure of 2 M.F. Husain paintings depicting Hindu deities following a complaint by lawyer Amita Sachdeva. The complainant alleged that the paintings were offensive and had filed a complaint with the police after photographing the works at the Delhi Art Gallery. The court, presided over by JMFC Sahil Monga, directed the Delhi police to seize the paintings under Section 94 of the Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita. The police report indicated that the gallery claimed the paintings were part of the private exhibition showcasing original works and were later removed. Despite this, Sachdeva alleged non-registration of an FIR against the gallery and its directors. The court noted that CCTV footage and the NVR had been seized. The viewers must also note that the Delhi High Court in 2008 ruled that Maqbul Fida Husain's painting titled Bharat Mata was not obscene under Section 292 of the Indian Penal Code. The case stemmed from private complaints filed across India against the renowned artist, alleging that the painting, which depicted Bharat Mata as a nude woman on her knees creating the shape of a map of India and was featured in an online charity auction for earthquake victims, violated public decency and morality. Later, the Supreme Court also refused to launch criminal proceedings against the celebrated painter over allegations of obscenity. In the high-profile case involving an attack on actor Saif Ali Khan, a Mumbai court extended the police custody of Shariful Islam Shehzad, the alleged assailant, until 29th January. Shehzad, reportedly a Bangladeshi national, was accused of injuring the actor during a trespassing incident at his Bandra residence. The Mumbai police informed the court of substantial progress in the investigation, including the seizure of the weapon used in the attack. However, the accused's shoes remain unrecovered. Shehzad's counsel raised doubts about the police's claims, alleging inconsistencies between the accused's identity and CCTV footage. The counsel also questioned the actor's family for not calling the police helpline or accompanying him to the hospital. The court, considering the investigation's progress, decided to extend the custody to ensure further evidence collection and clarity on the allegations. And that's a wrap for this week's Legal News Roundup. But before we bid adieu, the entire LiveLaw team has a small request for our dedicated viewers. As an independent and fact-driven media organization, we are deeply committed to fearless and ethical journalism. To continue bringing you the latest legal updates, especially in this dynamic audio-visual format, we rely on your support. So here's how you can help. Give our video a thumbs up if you found it informative. Share it with your family, friends, classmates, and colleagues. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel for more insightful content. Drop your valuable thoughts and feedback in the comments below and hit that bell icon to stay updated with our latest releases. Don't forget to visit our website at www.livelaw.in for our in-depth reports and analysis. Not only this, but the LiveLaw channel offers memberships for only ₹89 per month. Become a part of LL supporters today to access exclusive perks such as loyalty badges next to your name in comments and live chat, priority reply to comments, and for our student pass audience, early access to explainers and legal updates. I'm your host Ostika Das, and it's been a pleasure bringing you this week's legal news roundup. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and stay tuned to LiveLaw. Thank you for watching.